Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my craft table. If you're new here, my name is Jen and I'm really glad to meet you. Let's open up our Craftoween box and check out day number 3. So again, this is my own patterned paper. These are my own embellishments in case you haven't seen the last 2 videos, and I will link those for you. So if this is your first time joining me, you do get the stamp set, some embellishments, and then you get 13 of these little folders here. So we are on day 3. We've already done day 1 and day 2. So I'm going to go ahead and set all of this aside, and I'll move those out of the way. Let's go ahead and check out day number 3. So for day number 3 is a cute little cat on the front. And again, I know I keep saying it, but I just love the artwork on these. These are great for storing the dies. We have this little bottle and it has a skull and crossbones. It says poison on it. And then the suggested stamp is trick or treat, you're so sweet. Okay, so I have chosen papers for the card itself and the panel and all of that. And then I've chosen my scraps for the die. So let's go ahead and start getting this cut out, and then we'll move on to the card base. I'm going to be using white for the skull and crossbones. I'll use dark purple for the poison bottle, light purple for the neck of the bottle, this yellow for the poison label. For the cork, I have a light and a dark brown. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting these onto my little platform here. To secure these to this little platform, I'm going to use some washi tape just so that way my dies don't move. And we're going to run this through the little die cut. These are going to be easy to take out of here. Carefully pull this off of the washi tape. Okay, and I'll secure all of my dies on my magnet so that they don't get lost. I love how these dies that go together are pretty much, you know, together on the same die. So that's kind of nice. All right, I'm going to run this through really fast. All right, I bring in my acrylic block. All right, and we're going to grab our glue, and then we're going to start getting this put together. I'm going to keep this in front of me for reference. Now it is time for us to get these put together. Punch this out with my little pokey tool. Okay, and then that, I think that will be good. And actually, before I put that down, I think what I want a black background to go behind that word poison. So very quickly before we start gluing anything together, I'm going to take the outline of the poison and just run it through the die cut machine. Perfect. All right, so now we can start putting this together. I'm going to take the poison and I'm just going to make a little outline and just a few little dots here and there on these inside pieces. I don't really want it to be smushing out the edges. Okay, and in fact, I think I'm just gonna kind of dab the back of that poison part. And then I'm gonna line up just like that. I like that better. And then we will have our skull and crossbones. Okay, so I'm going to put the skull right here, and then our little crossbones. All right, so then these will go right down here. Okay, I'm going to let that sit under there for just a minute. I want to do a darker top to the cork. So we got that. And then there is for our bottle. All right, so on these, there are some debossing lines right in there. So let's put this right here, following those lines. Okay, and then there's a little spot for the cork. Okay, I'm just going to hold that there for just a second, let that get sticky. And then along the very top here, there is a debossing line for the top of the cork. So I'm going to let that sit there for just a second. Okay, that should be good and plenty. Next, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to go around on the back. Okay, and then I want to make sure that I cover up that little blemish. All right, I think that looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to move that to the side, let it sit under that adhesive block or that acrylic block. All right, now this card base, quite frankly, is ready to go. And then it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So then I'm going to just take this panel here and I'm going to cut this down. I want this to be, let's do 4 1/4. I'm sorry, let's do 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so that's this panel here. And then I'm going to take this, actually, tell you what, let's make this black one. Let's make this 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we'll do 5 1/4 this way, and we're gonna do 4 this way. Okay, so I'm gonna use that as a layering piece. And then on here, this one, I'm gonna go about a 1/16 smaller. So we'll just get a tiny layering. Okay, and let's check that we like it. It's a really small amount. I think I may trim this down a little bit more, just barely. So this panel here is now 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I like that margin better. Okay, so this is great. Okay, so next, because I need a base for this, I thought it would be neat to use this die. I think this is the coolest die ever. So these are kind of wavy rectangles, and then they have this cutout stuff also. So let's see how wide this is. I might be able to get away with this one here. Let me see if this one will fit through my die cut machine. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect because this is the one I would like to use. All right, so then I'm going to get a piece of cardstock here, and we're going to get this die cut. Okay, here we go. This is a little scrap piece. So then I'm going to just go through with my little tool here, and I'm going to poke out all of those little pieces that need to come out. Okay, that is ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and start building our panel. I want to take this pattern of paper and we're going to get it down onto our little black mat. Okay, and then right here along this bottom edge, I'm going to trim this up. I think this edge wasn't perfect. It's a little wonky. That is much better. And then this panel, we're going to put on the front. I love this little geometric. This is really awesome. So we're gonna get this lined up in the center. I mean, we could be a little wonky on purpose. Actually, you know, I kind of like that idea. Will that work for the whole thing? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay, and then I have something there. Okay, perfect. That is fun. And then we're gonna take this guy. I'm gonna get some 1mm foam. So when I cut down my foam panels, I usually have these little pieces left over. I like to hold on to them and use them as double-sided adhesive. We're gonna need that one there. Okay, and then we can do this one here. Okay, that will support that. Then we're gonna do a piece this way. You certainly don't have to use double-sided adhesive. You can absolutely just glue everything down nice and flat. The suggested one. Okay, so I just realized that my camera died, so I let it charge for a little bit. But what I've done since I last saw you is I stamped this on some 110-pound cardstock, and then I took a pencil and I ever so slightly went around the words, you know, following the little shape of the sentiment, and then I kind of erased the lines. So what I want to do now is I'm going to use these. These are ergonomic spring-loaded scissors, and I am going to use these to just cut out this sentiment. Okay, so there's that. And then when I put it here, I think it's probably best to pop it up on some foam. Let's get this down on our panel. And again, I'm just going to use these little foam strips that I've created. These are actually pretty nice little scissors. I think I have like 15 pairs of scissors. It's really obnoxious. But a lot of them serve a variety of, different purposes. And then not to mention the fact that typically somebody will come and inadvertently borrow my scissors. So let's get this onto here. All right. Okay, so I think right now that is where my sentiment is gonna go. So I can put it like this and then like this. That would be okay. So it's just everything is really wonky. I could put the bottle like that and put that there, kind of like that. I could also put the bottle down here. And oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm liking that. We're gonna call that good. So let's get these off. Grab our tweezers and then make sure we like our position. Okay, right there. Lovely, perfect. And then these, okay. And then this can come over here. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, finally it is time to put this on our panel. So put the panel on our card base. So I'm gonna bring this in and let's see. I'm thinking that I am just gonna use the liquid glue. I'm gonna put a bead around the perimeter and then a little bit in the middle. Okay, and then we'll get this centered. Fantastic, that is awesome. Okay, our last step are the embellishments. So I have these, this came in the kit. I do have some of these. I think these are a little loud. Now in here, I am really loving this little RIP, rest in peace. And I'm thinking I kind of want to add one, but let's pull one out, see if we like it. So we could add it over here like that. So that's a possibility. And let's pour out some of these. Now let's see what we want. Okay, so I'm kind of liking that. The orange and the black, I think there's plenty of purple. I don't know that I need to bring in any more purple. So let's go with that configuration. And before I commit to that, what would it look like if it was all orange? So this is what it would look like, which isn't bad, not bad at all. And then we've got plenty of black. So I could go with the black. I'm just gonna go with the orange. I think there's lots of other black accents. So we'll just go with that. We will make a decision. There we go. And then over here, put this little tombstone. It's so cute. I know tombstones aren't cute, but the little clay piece is just so cute. All right, and then finally, we're gonna move all of this out of the way. Finally, we're gonna just add our logo sticker to the back. Okay, and then here we go. And then here is our fun little card. Oh, I love that. That is super fun. Awesome. Okay, so again, you can make these as elaborate or as simple as you want. You literally could have just put all of this on a card front and called it a day. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you in the next card or craft, as always, have an amazing day and happy crafting.
Thank you all so much for watching today. I'm so glad that you can join me at my craft table. If you're not already, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when new videos arrive. Have a great day, and as always, happy crafting.